Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, and obviously you have because you can hear this, if you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show. Bowl of pickles. I don't mean like a full bowl of pickles. I mean it was a bowl of pickle slices, and it wasn't even a full bowl of pickle slices. It was just about 2 pickles worth of pickle slices. It was fucking delightful, honestly. What the fuck is that?
Oh, my eye is doing
shit.
things.
Cody, an old arcade cabinet.
It like see, here's the thing. The tambourine wasn't even there. Like it wasn't. The tambourine wasn't even there. It cheated. They're hiding them at this point. Under the house. Oh shit, Mark. You ready?
Oh,
As I will be.
so nostalgic.
Yeah.
Is this Beat
Is this
Saber?
like Tron?
You mean like
Oh,
Rango
yeah,
Tutorial?
that too. Basically.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is awesome.
Success is a choice.
Oh, it was whoever got hit first.
Is a habit.
Don't make bragging.
Oh, that was almost cute. All right.
Yeah.
If I went to an arcade and I played that against a person, I think I'd have been like, okay, I've played it now.
That's the thing I've experienced.
You can't say that I didn't. Are y'all, what the fuck are you doing?
Found a letter.
May,
One of my letters.
I miss you and long for you every minute of the day. The only time I'm not missing you is when I'm asleep. But then I'm dreaming about you too. The first time I heard you sing, I knew you were the one. Thank you for being you and for the pep talk. I know I can make it now. I think the coolest thing I've done in life is to find you. Love you forever, Cody. Now I want to know. Now I know like the boomer joke here is to be like a lot of y'all kids can't even read cursive. I'm gonna tell you straight up. If you can't read that, then you suck at reading cursive because that is some of the cleanest cursive I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's got good penmanship.
But that is clean fucking cursive. My cursive ain't good.
Also, these are all from him. Like, it's just his. Like, she did not write him, apparently.
Well, I mean, why would, okay. Well, like, these might be hers. Like, they're clearly hers, you know what I mean? I'm down here I'm waiting on you at the party, dog.
Don't go. I just wanted to.
All out of booms.
I would love to have somebody in my life I could write love letters to, but like my masculinity it's not my masculinity. I'd write the fuck out of a love letter, no questions asked.
Hey,
But like because of who I am, I feel like I would ridicule myself
Sorry, kids. No minors.
for having done so.
No. We're just small in size. That's all.
Yeah, right. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Excuse me, we are adults.
You have some ID?
Oh,
Do I look like I carry fucking ID?
at home.
That's what they all say.
Yo, glow stick, they're with me.
Dr. Akeem, my bro, they're with you?
Yeah, they're my clients. Come on.
Sorry about
Come out.
that. Welcome to the club. Enjoy the evening.
And the reason for the thing I said a few moments ago
Not So,
I don't know if y'all have ever loved the wrong person.
huh?
And I don't mean like you dated somebody and like they suck. I mean, you fell in love with someone who did not love you back, but you loved them. This is Mario
Rainbow Road.
Kart. It's quite literally Rainbow Road. It is a road made of rainbows. Well, I'm gonna.
This is surreal.
Of course, I'm going.
Surreal, but fun.
But I have. I've only done it twice. I would not say that like. I would say I fell for somebody who I wasn't. Once I fell for somebody who I was not designed for. They were not designed for me. I was not designed for them. But we liked each other, and like the idea of being with her was really nice, but it wasn't meant to be. The other motherfucker was just duty juice. Like she was trash. Like she was trash. Like she was trash. Like regardless of how much, regardless of who I was for her, or how you know, it just wasn't important. But it was love. Like it was like the shit I was willing to put up with to be there for her. Like nah, it was love. It was love, baby. Yeah. But like you get to the point where you find like it's after the fact. It's very much after the fact. You remember telling somebody who did not love you back, somebody who just barely tolerated you, telling them that you loved them all the time to make sure that they felt loved and all that other bullshit, because you knew in their private life, in their with their friends and family, no one was ever telling them that they loved them. So you were doing it, and then time goes on, you find out that love was wasted, blah 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 blah, because they for whatever reason, I ain't gonna say, but for whatever reason they thought they were better than you, or whatever the case may be. But yeah.
Impressive sliding, Cody.
It's a skill I take pride in.
So like the idea of like even being in like a relationship, and
Platforms
bitch,
moving to the beat.
they are not.
Why'd I do this?
Ooh. Yeah, and I know it's not. I know it's like without. Oh fuck. Without a question, it's incredibly unhealthy.
Oh, that's a me thing.
It's incredibly unhealthy to to put it, to basically like to sabotage a relationship because of what happened in your past. But like as humans, I think it's just that's just what we do. It's a defense mechanism. Like when you feel like you're entering a situation that's very similar to another one where you got hurt, it's real hard to be like, well, no, this one's gonna be different. And like, there's only two types of people. There are people who 100% don't learn from their experiences and are like doomed to repeat them. And then there are people who don't even like attempt to let the situation do its thing. Like instead of like figuring out whether or not that person is gonna do you like the last person did, like as soon as they get a whiff of anything similar, they're out. And those are the same motherfuckers that'll be like, like I can't find nobody, like life is this, life is that. It's like, well, you're afraid to do anything. So by all means, like you're not gonna ever truly experience life the way you want to, because you're afraid that the bad things that have happened to you are gonna happen to you again.
Because that's like saying like, oh, I hate ice cream because
One time
I
it
got
made
brain
me
freeze.
sick. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like every time I eat ice cream, therefore I will always get brain freeze.
And I definitely have friends like that. Rather, a friend specifically like that. It's like, you know, well, this time it wasn't. I feel like they have a tendency to like boost it up in their head, and like they'll recount the bad experience
Yeah.
in a way, like in a very like heroic way. Like it's not a tall tale, but it's a very like grandiose experience that they had, and they make it. The way I'm trying to say it, what I'm trying to say is they tell it in a way that makes you feel like you're going through it, or in their head, maybe you understand better.
It's exciting.
Maybe you'll understand better because, like, I'm trying to tell you like what it was like. Like, so I'm never eating at that place again, or I'm never drinking this again, or I'm never having this combination of things again, because this one time it was so bad. It's like, yeah, but it could not be bad the next time.
Hey, we didn't do anything.
Like you could just accept that what you experienced was the exception and not the rule.
Yeah, it was a fluke. Yeah, it just happened. Now I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but like if you just decide like, yeah, I don't eat at that place because like I got sick there once.
Maybe they
Like that's it. It's like, yeah, we can go here like, but to be like, oh no, man, I don't eat up at that place. Then they nasty up there. I got sick one time. Like, how do you know you didn't make you sick? How you know your hands weren't just dirty? It's like I can tell you for sure. Like I've gotten sick from food before. Like it's one of the reasons I'm definitely like when I eat at the clinic, I always I pack my lunch for the clinic, and I always like I have a thing of hand sanitizer. Fuck, my nose is like really like closing up on me. I have a thing of hand sanitizer attached to my backpack.
Let's figure out this DJ thing.
I'm sure we can make them dance again.
The right stick.
Boring.
Oh, there's stuff.
Yeah, but there was also stuff over here.
Okay, we just have to do it all like as we go.
Yeah.
And now we're playing DDR.
Yeah.
We're actually doing well, man. The crowd is coming back.
Alma, yes. Let's keep this up.
I didn't fuck that up.
Did I fuck that up? I don't know.
I think it's an overall kind of thing.
I mean, we're progressing. That's all that matters.
Wow, the crowd is really loving it. Maybe this should be our new thing, Cody.
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Cody and MC May. Yo.
White people, I swear.
Please don't.
Y'all can take anything that's already dope and just make it awkwardly weird. Why y'all like this?
And now they're dead.
They're not dead. They're being relocated. And yes, I realize everything I said is like, you know, is me basically saying the thing I said.
I think we're inside the audio cable.
Whatever at this point. Wait, what are we riding on?
It's a hoverboard. No way. I always wanted one of these things.
Oh, I didn't see it. I think that's the point, though.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's hard to differentiate things when like everything's techno-colored neon. At least it's not the kaleidoscope.
Oh man. I think that's it. Love letters, basically. That's what this episode was about. It's about writing love letters, and not being afraid not being afraid to get hurt more than once in life. Not being afraid of things, I guess. Or do whatever you want to do. Who the fuck am I? I'm just some dude on the internet. I ain't even somebody on the internet that people are like watching. Are you gonna tell me you love me? Oh.
Are we like having that Space Odyssey moment? Like what's going on?
That is a fucking weird movie. The ending of that movie was very upsetting. Like upsetting in the way of like, I don't know what I expected, but what I got wasn't it.
Expound on the ending of that movie.
Where he meets old him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes place immediately afterwards, actually.
Who wrote like? But is it connected to the guy who wrote it? Who wrote the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, because if not, who gives a fuck?
It's showtime, baby.
There's also comics that continue the thing.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
I don't really feel like that's a movie that should have a continuation.
No, like the ending was perfect.
Yeah, like the whole point. Like a lot of people who watch that, like, but that's like people in a nutshell. Like a lot of people really are, when they watch something, they want to find that ending. But the thing was designed to be open-ended.
Yeah,
like
for you
you're-
to like make your own conclusion. Like,
of
like,
who
were
the,
they?
yeah, one of
Who
them was
the
definitely
thing?
a
Were
thing.
either
Yeah.
of them the thing? Like, are
Yeah.
they, like, what is it?
I'll let them down.
Yeah, and that's kind of the fun. Like, but I say like it's the reason like things like Death Battle don't work, and it's the reason why I don't enjoy having conversations with people about like unrealistic, like could Goku theoretically beat Superman? I don't want to have a conversation about this. One, it's stupid. But
The
people,
answer is who depends on who's writing it.
exactly. It's like, but no, like if you take that out of the equation, they're not real. And you've already decided on who wins. So if I don't agree with you, you're gonna spend the rest of this yeah, it's not. Yeah, this ain't about you. You're gonna spend the rest of the conversation trying to convince me why you're right, and that's not fun. I hate that shit. Like I've definitely gotten to the point where I realize that the things in life that we experience. The things in life that we experience are mostly subjective. Like things like murder. Murder is wrong. You know what I mean? It's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But like, because I remember I had this conversation the other night where I said effectively what I said was that I wouldn't mind rewatching Infinity War and Endgame again, and Nate was like, I understand Infinity War, but Endgame, really? You want to see that again? I was like, I love those movies. The movies are great to me. And he's like, yeah, Infinity War, but not Endgame. And I think he missed the point where I didn't ask for anybody's opinion, and that it was exclusively my opinion of those movies. I don't care if you're watching this and you're like, but I read the comics. I don't fucking care. Ooh, take your opinion and shove it up your ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm not telling you to watch it. I'm not even telling anybody else they should watch it. At no point in this conversation have I said, this looks like a Duracell battery.
You're not even telling people to like it. You're just telling people that you
I'm
like
telling
it.
I like the movie. It's like it's the equivalent of I'm gonna have me a ham sandwich. You eat meat, you shouldn't eat meat. Meat's bad for you. It hurts the animals. I didn't ask you. I didn't fucking ask. I did not ask. But no, I can't stress enough. Like, no, that's how I get down.
And I say this as a godless heathen, but like, if someone believes in God and you're like, I don't believe in God, like, you didn't have to say that.
No. But like, it's the argument I've made, or not the argument, but the statement I made like countless times before, is that when somebody is approached with a differing view from their own, like, I think it's a where the fuck are you going?
I was gonna say, is she running away from home?
Like, I think it's a defense mechanism that people feel that you're disagreeing with them and you're telling them they're wrong, even though that's not what you're saying. But like, it feels like you're telling them they're wrong, and they need to like justify that they're not wrong.
Well, the issue is that most people like put their like ideas and beliefs like into themselves and view like that as them. So like when you question the things they believe, it's like you're questioning them, and they can't be wrong. They have to be right. Like if I like gooey goobers, and you're like, I don't like them, and I'm like, but they're delicious, and you're like, well, if you like them and I don't, one of us is wrong, and I'll be damned if it's me. I don't know what a gooey goober is. Oh my god, she looks like Gollum in that specific.
Her face needs a bit more texture. It just needs a bit more texture. Kids are funny looking, but not that funny looking. Oh, my own home. My own home. I can't do it. I will go to fetch the water.
Why is this specific moment like getting way more levity than?
Because it's the last piece of the letter.
That is fair.
Does anybody know what movie that song is from? Till I'm grown, till I'm grown.
It's a bunch of glow sticks, my man.
So nobody knows what song that's from? Alright, cool. I mean, what movie that's from? Alright. You know what movie that's from, you just don't remember it.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably.
I will tell you that in that scene, the person singing it is being watched by a person and an animal, and then they drop a jug of water.
Oh yeah, it's Jungle Book.
There you go. My man Baloo was like, she did that on purpose. He knew what was up. And she saw y'all over there in the bushes.
Goddamn succubus. Oh no, he's falling in love all over again. It's the singing, because the letter said so.
And then they're gonna explode into like are they
and
gonna
then they
be
acknowledge
released?
that they still love each other, but we still have to get a divorce.
Yeah, you just gotta do. Like, yes, I love you, but I can't be with you.
That was beautiful.
Everything about you is hateful, is unlikable. Like, absolutely everything about you is unlikable. Because I am playing as her, and I don't like her. Did you let go?
No.
I did. The prompt went away.
How could you?
The prompt went away. I figured I didn't need to be involved anymore.
Well, why do we have a vibrator going on?
Do you have you do? Okay. So the grappling thing is actually on our model. And then we pull away and there's play all over my face.
So remember, people, if you're thinking about getting a divorce, just remember that you can fix it no matter what, or a book will make you if not.
Here's the thing. It's 100% possible that a relationship that was built on love in the beginning, not lust, but a relationship built on love in the beginning, could 100% be fixed. you have to want that.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
But like if you were dating somebody because you found them attractive, like, and they're like, all right, I'm not interested anymore. Like, no, okay.
Adios!
Adios,
I still hate
amigo.
that book.
I would like to point out that we didn't get to see the letter. Like, that's clearly the end of the game. We did not get the letter. We had to do the last 4 stages to earn pieces of the letter, and we did not get the letter.
I think the idea is that the letter was never
I
the
don't
important
give a
part.
fuck. They made me do stuff to get the letter. The letter should have been like we should have gotten the letter in the last in that last scene, and then there should have been one more stage where we did what the letter said do, and then we get our bodies back. I don't give a fuck.
Rose.
Rose.
Rose, come to daddy.
May.
Come to daddy, Rose.
Yeah, we're back.
I don't know why my audio
Where's
spiked,
Rose?
but it did.
She ran away from
Rose.
home.
Rose, bring your ass back here. Rose, don't make me touch you. I'll call Uncle Roy.
Oh, you remember Dino Land? Isn't that your favorite movie?
I remember. Well, I mean, The Land Before Time probably is called Dino Land in some country.
Yeah, probably.
May,
Mommy, daddy,
a letter.
mommy, daddy,
A letter.
I'm
Dear
running
Mum and
away.
Dad, I'm sorry that I did this to you. I know how to make everything good again. All
Oh, she
I
was
have to do
actually
is
running
stop
away from-
fighting.
I've never met, like, I'm curious how many kids out there genuinely believe that the reason their parents broke up was because of them. Because I've met children. Most of them are stupid,
I know it's my fault. You
and
want
the
to
smartest
divorce.
kid is still dumb.
She's blaming
The
herself.
smartest
She
5-year-old
thinks it's her
is
fault.
still just a 5-year-old. So the idea that they can,
I'll
like,
leave you alone so you can
identify
become friends
that
again.
these two adults
You should
are
be
falling
friends.
out of love with each other,
love
I just
you,
don't see
Mum.
that shit.
I love you,
And to be
Dad.
like, ah, yes, my mother, my
Yes.
father, both in
I
their
have my
mid
pocket
20s.
money to buy a
They don't
bus
love each
ticket.
other anymore.
Don't
It's
worry.
me.
packed
I
the
am the
sandwich
catalyst
and
for
the
this
lollipop.
disillusionment with affection. I shall vacate the premises and give them an opportunity to find love yet again.
The weird thing to me is that she has her mother's accent, and the father is the one who's around more, so that's just weird to
I'm
me.
so sorry.
Don't worry.
It depends on
about
where they
me.
live. It's not.
You can go home.
No,
I guess that's fair.
Rose, honey, it's not your fault. That
Well, the animation for his
Fight.
face is not good. It's not.
It isn't.
It isn't.
No, Rose.
It isn't Rose.
It was
You
never
dumb
your
little
fault.
cunt, yeah.
Okay.
You mealy mouthed fuck.
Does that mean you can become friends again?
honey,
I don't babysit anymore.
whatever happens, your mom and me, we will always be there for you.
Even if I don't like this bitch no more.
Always love you.
Always.
Because what your mother fails to realize is, I've got a huge cock. They're not like she.
Oh
thinks
yeah,
it's
that was the
average.
thing you had.
Like I forgot. Yeah, it's been a while since you've had other dick, so you think that my cock is average. My cock's not average. My cock is like 2 points above average. Like the only other cock you're gonna get fatter, thicker, and longer than mine is doing
Where
porn.
did you find this?
And there's not gonna be love in that.
In a trash can.
So let's go back home.
I'm glad you did.
Lock her.
Then
in
they
the
proceed to
bedroom.
rip the
Sometimes
goddamn
you
book
find
up
real
and burn it.
treasures in the trash.
It's the goddamn Babadook.
Come
You
on,
can't get rid of it.
let's go home.
Let's go home so I can fuck your mother. We're gonna lock you in the bedroom, and I'm gonna shove my fat
Okay,
fucking
so
cock
Rose,
deep
if
in
your
the
mom
bowels
has
of her
to fight an
bowels,
aggressive squirrel double her size,
and
what do you think would
may
win?
God help her raggedy soul if there's shit on my
You're
penis
right.
when I pull it out of her asshole. There's no fucking way this video does not get flagged.
He like age restricted, demonetized everything.
Make more friends now.
I didn't say anything rude.
You didn't.
It took two.
It took
Oh my
two.
God. It did. It took me and Mark to play this game. Now I'm gonna punch Mark in the face for a litany of reasons. Am I willing? Now you might be thinking upon yourselves. Well, what now? I mean, I am playing. So it's gonna come out. Well,
Oh, we can skip this if you want.
no, man, that's not the rule.
That is
It's
not
the
the
end,
rules.
the end of the game. We're gonna platinum this motherfucker, and if you think we ain't, you're wrong. Oh God, that's so good. I'm a going at the water.
Oh, he's got a band-aid.
We can't put a band-aid on cloth.
Look, we went to all those places.
It was a dream, Mark. None of it was real.
Oh, there's that big fat ass bumblebee.
It's called a thorax, Mark. Not an ass. Oh, look at the model. The model. Yeah, burn the fucking thing.
It's 'cause
Do it.
just every time they have even a mild argument now, the book just appears.
Shakes a little bit, and it reminds us that, oh, although we do hate each other, it's being with each other is better than hating.
Yeah.
Look at all these people who were extra voices. You don't know a single one of them. Speaking of voices, Rick and Morty fans apparently are not happy with the replacement voices.
I mean, they were never gonna be.
Nope. Even if they use fucking AI to like just copy Justin Roiland, even if they use AI, they'd be like, no, it's not the same. Like, yeah, it is, man.
It's not Justin Roiland just,
It-
talking shit in the booth for 5 hours and being like very hard to work with.
See, that's the thing that like we as consumers are bad at. We have a tendency to not understand that like the things we enjoy, whether it be entertainment or like food or whatever, most of us don't know what it takes to make that happen. Most of us don't. Like a lot of people who are really into like Rick and Morty really were under the impression that Justin Roiland was the creative driving force behind the show, and he wasn't. He created the concept of the character. Like a lot of people don't realize that Seth MacFarlane was not involved in the majority of American Dad. Like if you watch American Dad and you watch Family Guy, you'll notice that like the two shows take different approaches to writing. And Seth has said, like on several occasions, at the very least once, he does not help write American Dad. He just does voices on the show. But the characters are his. And I think people need to understand that about Rick and Morty. Like Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon came up with the concept for the show. And let's be fair, the show wouldn't exist without Back to the Future.
No, not at all.
And so, like, the writers of the show, I do believe, honestly just got to the point where they felt slighted a bit because people were very open about, like, them feeling that Justin was the main, creative.
Well, Justin was the show. That was it.
Yeah, and they felt like, that's not the case. But, like, you can only imagine, though, right? Like, if you spent the entire day helping your, I don't know what you call, if you spent the day helping somebody cook, and then y'all decided to, everybody, and then like 12 people came over to eat, and they were only thanking the person that you helped cook, the only person that, the only other person in the kitchen, and everybody was throwing the compliments toward them. It's like, hey, I helped. It's like, yeah, we're sure you did. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, seriously. If it wasn't for me, the meal wouldn't have got done. Like, I prepped a good...
Like, because I did all the seasoning. You would just be eating lumpy, like, unseasoned potatoes.
Like, yeah, I did a good chunk of the work. Like, I prepped a lot of stuff. I kept an eye on food. I gave her a break, or he a break. because that's the world we live in now. I don't date men, I date women. It's like, all right, then I ain't talking to you. Ugly, 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 ugly.
God, they have so many people who did things for this game.
And not a single one of them would have been able to speak English to appreciate me making these videos. Not one. What is the loneliest number that you ever do?
The Spanish voice talent.
I'll be honest with you, one is not the loneliest number you could ever do. Because ain't nothing worse than being with somebody and like feeling alone.
I want to know what Hakeem is like in the Spanish version.
I feel like he's exactly the same. Ugh.
Additional Japanese voices.
French voice talent. Mark Perez. That's a word. These are all words I've never seen before in my life. I know all of the letters. Rossenberger, I know how to pronounce that, which oddly enough is like one of the longer names on the list. Saturday.
German.
Yerman. Nina Hurting. Who's hurting Nina?
Bumblebee / Wasp.
There's
Queen.
definitely that has been heard in her life at some point. And who is hurting Nina? Nina, hurting. EA Gull Development.
Translation team.
Do you have
Look at all those languages.
Do you have the thing that tells us where the stuff is at? While you sitting there talking shit? Alright. While you sitting around with your dingling in your hand. Get your dingling out your hand, Mark. Two can be as bad as one, but the loneliest number is the number one. What's the loneliest you've ever been?
Probably when I was living at home.
I was like useless. What is the loneliest I've ever been? Like, not like literal, but like emotionally, I guess. Not like on some like, I guess that's the answer. Like, I mean, when I say emotionally lonely, I mean like feeling like you have like absolutely no one you can lean on. Lean on. I don't know how.
Probably freshman high school. Which
is weird because technically speaking, like TV always makes it seem like when kids move to another grade, they're like moving to a brand new school. It's like, oh, are you afraid to go to high school? It's like, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people I don't know. No, the fuck it's not. Not unless you go into a different city. It's like it's literally all the people you went to school with last year. It's like, well, what about the upperclassmen? If you went to an American middle school, literally the only people you won't know are the freshmen, and even then, they were in elementary school with you. All right, y'all. Get out.